So I was diagnosed with bipolar, and if you want to hear more about that journey, you can check out my book on Amazon. It's called So That, or you can listen to my podcast, which is free. It's called Fulfilled the Podcast. But long story short, with bipolar, it is a managing of highs and lows. And so since I've been medication free for about 13 years now, I have had to really pay attention to anything that could cause me to have a high or a low that could cause me to spiral. And so I was thinking about this the other day. Have you ever stood on, is it a teeter-totter or a seesaw, or they're the same thing? Either way, you know how they kind of, one end goes up and the other end goes down and vice versa. If you stand in the middle of that and you kind of balance, you have to really pay attention, because if you're standing in the middle and a big breeze blows, you're probably going to lose your balance and fall off of the teeter-totter. So I was thinking about this, like, what keeps me from falling off and completely losing my balance and spiraling downward? Mindfulness is a big part of it. So I believe that God equipped me with mindfulness so that I can be equipped to help myself, to not go on a major deep dive down into depression or a spiral upwards where I'm just completely anxious and manic and crazy hyper, because those things happen. So I feel like mindfulness, which if you want to learn more about mindfulness, you can check out my ebook, A Fulfilled Mind, which is a roadmap to mindfulness. But basically, mindfulness is about being aware. And if you're on that teeter-totter and you're paying attention to your surroundings and you're listening for the wind and you're watching for something to come up and knock you over, if you're aware, you can keep those things in check. You can keep the anxieties in check. You can remind yourself of what the Bible says about how you are held and you are loved and you matter. So I hope that encourages you today to just think about being mindful.